Good afternoon, everyone. Myself, Dhaneshwar Bombe, Head Department of Geography, Sate College Autonomous. Welcome you all for the Principal C.B. Joshi Memorial Lecture announced by the Bombay Geographical Association and hosted by Department of Geography, Sate College Autonomous in this particular afternoon. Uh, this particular event, which is conducted by the Bombay Geographical Association every year to have the tribute to the principal C.B. Joshi, who is a founder member of the geography department at Sate College and in fact in Mumbai University, and his contribution to the subject as well as in the education is remarkable. So, to remember him, this particular lecture series which we have initiated, all the dignitaries and the members who joined in this particular program, I welcome you all on the behalf of Parvati Vidyalaya Association, Saki College, our all principal and all team members who are conducting this particular program. Now I request Kasturi Madam to take ahead the program.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon to everybody present here. I am Kasturi Medhoke from Department of Geography, Sathe College Autonomous. I warmly welcome everyone for this guest lecture on Geo Innovation Challenges and 21st Century Skills, jointly organized by the Department of Geography and the Bombay Geographical Association on the occasion of Principal C.V. Joshi Memorial Lecture. With this, I would like to share up my screen to show you the inauguration and which was being taken up yesterday by the Bombay sir in the Department of Geography, where we offered some flowers in the memory of C.V. Joshi sir. I'll share my screen now.
म्यूट कर देते हैं.
This was the celebration where TYBA geography students, along with Professor D.D. Bombay sir and Abhijit Awad sir, did a small memorial remembrance to C.B. Joshi sir. As we begin with the program today, I'd like to brief everybody about what is this topic of geo innovation, challenges, and 21st century skills dedicated on what is it explaining up to. Geo innovation involves using advanced geospatial technologies to solve complex problems. Key challenges in this field include integrating diverse data sources, ensuring interoperability between systems, processing real-time data, and managing the vast scale of geospatial information. Additionally, there is also growing need to address ethical concerns related to privacy and the use of geospatial data. In parallel to this, the 21st century skills which are essential for today's success, this include like critical thinking, problem solving, collaborations, digital literacy, adaptability, etc. These skills enables the organizations as well as the individuals to navigate and address the challenges posed by rapid technological advancement and complex global issues. To this, there are various geo innovation programs which have been launched by the government, on which they want, or the aim of this program is to showcase the role of various startups in enabling the wider adoption and commercialization of geospatial solutions to solve major problems for government organization and commercial enterprises. The challenges in this startups is to bring this GIS based business ideas to the market, to build a strong network with industry experts, investors, and also along with the peer group. With this thought, I would now request Shri DD Bombay sir to kindly talk about the program and also about Department of Geography, Sathe College. Thank you.
Thank you, Kasturi Madam. Department of Geography, Sathe College, is founder is Professor C.B. Joshi, which established in the western suburb of Mumbai city, which is one of the pioneering institute for the undergraduate and postgraduate department initially established in the year of 1959. And that time it was supported by Professor B. Arunachalam and Dr. C.D. Deshpande, where parallelly the BA, BSc, and MA, MSc programs were conducted in the department. Department progressively shifted, PG department shifted to the University Kazina campus, and the undergraduate department remained in Sathe College, that is earlier Parle College, which was headed by Professor Amrute, later on Professor Bharti Unni, and now I have taken the charge of this particular department. Department is full of facilities and infrastructure available, including computer lab, geospatial, that is geospatial technology lab, then all surveying instruments and other facilities which are required to teach and learn the geography as well. This particular department always collaborated with the IIPS Symbiosis Institute, also BVI, ER, and other institutes over there. Our students, of course, takes the admission postgraduate in geoinformatics, then MBA in travel and tourism. Even they are going for the education abroad as well. Uh, Department frequently conducts different quizzes, seminars, presentation competitions, research competitions, seminars, conferences. Recently, we had the conference on geopolitics. Prior to that, we had on urbanization and so on. Department is supported by three faculties, and we hope the uh, tree which is planted by Professor C.D. Deshpande as well as Professor B. Arunachalam and uh, uh, Principal C.B. Joshi. We will continue with that enthusiasm and we will take it up to the peak. Thank you so much. Now I request our principal sir, please welcome the chief guest and about the college and about CB Joshi.
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. At the outset, I must welcome the speaker of the day and very, very distinguished academic scholar amongst us this afternoon, Professor Dr. Vibhash Chandra Jha, sir. We are indeed very happy to host you. I'm sure we cannot be more luckier than getting you on board today for this very important day for us. That is Principal Chintamani Bharvan Joshi Memorial Lecture. Before don't want to stand between you and the audience for more than a couple of minutes, but it is my duty that I must introduce the institution to which we all belong. And also, I must bring in how we have been fortunate to have Professor C.B. Joshi as a founder principal of our college. Since I'm a principal, it's in a way I'm connected to him in that particular manner. I must tell you that the college is managed by Palliative Vidyalaya Association, which is an organization is now more than 100 years old. Our management, that is PTVA, Palliative Vidyalaya Association, was founded in 1921. And the historical significance of the same is that uh, on the 1st August of 1920, we all know that Lokmanya Balagangadhar Tilak left for heavenly abode, and his legacy is everlasting one for the contribution of freedom struggle in our country. And at that time, it was the height of his achievement, and the entire country had gone into a shock. And at that point of time, a couple of philanthropists and community leaders of Vileparle came together and decided that something has to be done to commemorate this towering personality. And the only thing which they came to conclude is that they should establish a school. And accordingly, they instituted a school at that point of time, which was a Marathi medium school at that point of time. And slowly and surely, this whole endeavor of theirs has now grown into, I should say, a plethora of organizations where there are many different schools, 8 different schools at primary, secondary level. And there are 3 colleges which are run by PTVA. One is amongst us. We are in them, like Parle College earlier, now Sate College. Dahanukar, which is in front of us, situated in front of us on the same road. And another one is Mulund College of Commerce, which is at Mulund. And on the same road behind the Anukar College, sir, we have a management institute also as of now, and that they run a very innovative programs in entrepreneurship. Then very recently, 2018, we added the Center of Innovation and Entrepreneurship. Our own college, that is Sake College, formerly known as Parallel College, was the first college instituted by PTVA way back in 1959. And this gentleman and our beloved principal C.B. Joshi sir was the one who started this college. And at that time, we were only an arts and science college. Later on, with all at the beginning itself, when the college began, we started out with all science subjects and most of the art subjects, which is a very unique feature, which has proved to be of great asset to us over the years. Later on in 1982, we started commerce faculty, and then in 2000, self-supporting faculties of arts, science, and commerce in the courses of IT, management, and media. From then on, we have done exceedingly well under leadership of different principals, and we had obtained A grade in NAC, and as a result, we were autonomous. We were declared autonomous by UGC in 2021, and now we are in the midst of implementing National Education Policy 2020 uh, in a better fashion, much better fashion, because we had this legacy of NAC accreditation and so on. On the way, we were adjudged as the best college of university in 13-14, and our NCC students have done us proud a number of times. In fact, 3 times in a row for 4 years. We got Vice Chancellor's banner. It is particularly important because the one who is comparing this program today, Kasturi Medekar, is one of our lieutenants in NCC, and she is doing very well. Her troop actually is doing very well in this particular context. Our motto Purnata Gauravaya has been completely realized along the way. About Principal C.B. Joshi, everyone here present knows that what a seminal contribution he had had in instituting Department of Geography at the university level and also at the level of the Sanjay College. So we are happy to have you here today, sir. And we all know that BGA has this legacy, which is I was reading through these introductions given to me. Professor Shibi Joshi passed away in 1965, and we are in 2024. So it takes a lot of work for anyone so that people of different generations remain connected to him even after he has passed away. Forget about his birth. Passed away with almost 60 years. This legacy has survived. So I must congratulate all the office bearers of BGA for having keeping this going on for so many years. I once again thank you, sir, for having accepted our invitation, and we are quite eager to listen to your views and your scholarship, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. With this, now I request Professor Bharti Unni ma'am to kindly introduce about BGA and welcome Joshi sir's family as well.
Namaskar, respected dignitaries present over here, all the teachers, the students, different volunteers working for the welfare of geography. I'm here to give you a brief introduction about Bombay Geography Association and a bit of our principal C.V. Joshi and his family. First, I would go to the Bombay Geographical Association. I'll just give a brief outline about the activities that we mainly carry out in Bombay Geographical Association. The Bombay Geographical Association is one of the oldest registered geographical association from 1935, housed at Department of Geography, University of Mumbai. The BGA has a rich legacy of well-known geographers, academicians, administrators, and philanthropists who have been the founder pillars as presidents of this association during their tenure, namely late Principal C.V. Joshi, late Sri Iyer, late Dr. C.D. Deshpande, late Sri N.M. Joshi, late Sri Vakil, late Professor Arunachalam, late Dr. K. Sita, Dr. V.S. Padke, Professor V.G. Amrute, Professor S. Ebenezer, Dr. Sabitsmita Vilasrao Chavan, and presently myself. The BG has been conducting various academic programs for disseminating knowledge in geography through conferences, seminars, workshops, refresher courses, orientation program, diploma course, field trips, training programs, map exhibition, etc. for college and school teachers in association with Board of Studies, Geography and Department of Geography, University of Mumbai at international, national, state and regional levels over the years with the support from authorities at University of Mumbai. The BGA has more than 30 publications in the form of annual research journals, namely Bombay Geographical Magazine, occasional papers, and monographs. BGA has provided platform through awards and prizes for young geographers and students instituted by sponsored Srimati Shantidevi Banerjee Prize to postgraduate geography students of Mumbai University, Mrs. Kani Memorial Prize to undergraduate geography students at Mumbai University, late Sri Shankar Raghunath Rao Memorial Award for Best Postgraduate Student in Geography from Department of Geography, University of Mumbai, late Saubhagyavati Ambikatai Shankar Rao Memorial Prize for students securing highest marks in SSC examination among the schools around Vidyanagari area, BG is honored and blessed to organize memorial lectures of late Principal C.V. Joshi with a generous fund donation donated by his son Vijay Joshi and family. BG is also honored in association with Department of Geography, University of Mumbai, for organizing Dr. C.D. Deshpande Memorial Lecture over the years. Since last year, with a generous donation from Dr. Prasad, son of Dr. K. Sita, the alumni of Geography Department, and other geographers, BGA organized memorial lectures for our beloved teachers, late Professor B. Arunachalam and late Dr. K. Sita, for their contribution in enriching and growing their students at Department of Geography, University of Mumbai from the year 2022. Besides this, Vijay carries out various activities as and how different colleges offer some programs, and Vijay, with the support, is always supporting them for the activities. Now, these are some of the activities of VGA. Now, talking about our principal, C.V. Joshi, a brief introduction has already been given by our principal, Rajwade sir, and I will just add a few more points and then also welcome our family, which is mainly the son of Principal C.V. Joshi, Vijay Joshi. And he always been supporting this activity, memorial activity. And this year also, we have slightly late, but yes, sure, we have got a very good speaker today. I will come to know very soon. Uh, now, Prime Minister Manmohan Singh had mentioned Principal Joshi as a renowned educationist and as an internationally acclaimed geographer. Now, Principal Joshi has contributed immensely for introducing and developing the growth of the subject of geography in Mumbai and its region. He has obtained a graduation degree from Cambridge University. So his vision and commitment to the subject of geography is commendable. As the founder of the subject, being the principal of Ruparel College at Matunga, Mumbai, and then as principal at Parle Tirak Mahavidyalaya, presently Sathe College, Vilepale. Principal C.B. Joshi has also been very instrumental in getting subject of geography introduced at university level. C.B. Joshi's enduring qualities made him very popular among students and staff. His philosophy is based on education to all. He supported many students financially to acquire higher education. Principal C. Joshi was a true sportsman, and his social involvements with students were remarkable during the various programs at college. He was a warm and sensitive person with a caring and affectionate attitude towards all students, particularly from the underprivileged background. Principal Joshi was chairperson of Katak session of geography of Indian Science Congress in 1959. Principal C.B. Joshi took over the reins of Bombay Geographical Association as its president in 1953 and continued in this position till his last breath in January 1965. Principal C.B. Joshi promoted the Bombay Geographical Magazine and gave his best as the chief editor for 1 decade of his existence. BGA is indeed proud to organize C.B. Joshi, Principal C.B. Joshi lecture series every year due to the generous fund donated by the family members of Principal C.B. Joshi. BGA is indeed blessed by the faith and trust bestowed by the family members to shoulder this responsibility for his success and will continue with the same spirit every year. We all pray the departed noble soul to bless and give us strength to carry further and further his academic pursuits into remote areas as well. Now, talking about son, principals of Principal Steve Joshi, who is very enthusiastic and has always been present over here for all the lectures that we conduct. The son of Principal Joshi, Sri Vijay Joshi sir, he has been a very uh, big contributor for making this program a great success. We welcome him over here. I am not sure whether Mrs. Uh, Sudha Joshi, the daughter-in-law of Principal C. Joshi, is over here. She has also been very much cooperative in conducting this particular activity. And on behalf of the Bombay Geographical Association, we welcome his family for this program, which for this lecture series, which we're going to conduct very soon. Thank you. Over to Bombay, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. I would now like to call upon Professor Dr. Savikrita ma'am to kindly introduce our guest speaker, Professor Dr. V.C. Jha sir.
Thank you so much, Kasturi Madam. With my sincere prayers to Almighty and His blessings to one and all, we at Bombay Geographical Association and Department of Geography, Sathe College, are indeed blessed to have with us the most eminent geographer of our nation and very kind and supportive I would Professor V.C. Jasser as a speaker of the session today. I am indeed blessed to introduce him on this occasion. Professor Dr. Vibhash Chandra Jasser is a very dynamic academic and administrative and research contributions in the form of former Vice Chancellor of TMBU University, former Director NACMO, Department of Science and Technology, Ministry of Science and Technology, Government of India, former Principal and Dean at Vidya Vishwabharati, former Head Department of Geography, Vishwabharati, former Register and Finance Officer, Vishwabharati, former Scientist and Engineer at NRSC, ISRO Hyderabad, former President of INCA, and former President of IGI, Vice President of National Association of Geographers India. Sir has visited abroad for academic deliberations to the countries of Italy, Vatican City, Hungary, Austria, Germany, Kenya, Canada, USA, Japan, France, and Thailand. Sir's field of specialization is across various disciplines of geography, such as geomorphology, terrain evaluation, regional geography, remote sensing, GIS, and geospatial technology. Professor Zasser is a recipient of Bhabha Atomic Research Center Research Fellowship in Geology in 1981 and UGC Research Fellowship in Geography in 1917. Professor Zasser has been awarded with Runner-up Award in the International Photogeomorphological Contest during 3rd Geomorphology Conference at McMaster University, Hamilton, Canada in the year 1993. Sir's academic qualifications is MSc in Geography with first class first from Banaras Hindu University, Varanasi in the year 1978 and PhD in Geomorphology from BHU Varanasi in 1983. Sir has a long teaching and research experience of 42 years with 24 years as professor. Sir has guided 21 PhD scholars successfully, has 5 books, 146 research papers, and 85 maps and atlases as publications to his credit. Sir has completed international projects, India Asian Archaeological Atlas from satellite data, connectivity of regional culture, finite root and infinite values, a joint venture between India and Thailand aiming at strengthening bilateral relations between the Asian nations in the field of science and technology. This project included the thematic mapping and descriptions of the Buddhist sites of the nations, namely India, Indonesia, Myanmar, Vietnam, Thailand, Malaysia, Laos, and Cambodia. Professor Zhasar is actively associated with International Geographical Union, International Association of Geomorphologists Canada, International Center for Theoretical Physics Italy, NAC as chairperson in peer team visits, NAGI, IIG, IGI, and various government committees. Sir, we are indeed happy, honored, and praised to have you here as the most eminent speaker for this Principal C.P. Joshi Memorial Lecture. Thank you, sir, for accepting our invitation and keeping us blessed. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much, Dr. Sushmaji. Thank you very much for your kind words. So, shall I start? Or?
Yes, sir, please.
So, I'm really grateful and thankful to organizers of this memorial lecture. First of all, I would like to express my heartfelt thanks to Honorable Principal Dr. M.R. Rajwaliji, Satya College, which is Autonomous College, and the Principal Chintaman Balwant Joshi ji started his career from this particular college as a administrator, principal, and educationist. Professor Dr. Sajistindra Vilas Rao Chavanji who is convener of this. I am thankful to her also. I am also thankful to Srimati Bharti Unni, President of BGA, Sri Dhaneshwar Bombay, members of the local organizing committee, participants, senior professors who have also joined today, Professor Suklaji, Professor D.P. Singh, and others, very senior personalities, young geographers and researchers, friends, ladies and gentlemen. Before I start this lecture, I would like to also express my heartfelt thanks to Sri Vijay Joshi ji and Srimati Sudha Joshi ji. The legacy of C.B. Joshi is continuing because of the support from the family members. It is really a credit of the family members who is still giving the honor to their father, the guardian, who was a renowned geographer in India and abroad. Chintaman Balwant Joshi ji, as already introduced by the organizers, and he got his graduation from Cambridge University, and he was a prominent geographer, and he started even journals and other academic activities. He was associated with the Indian Science Congress as well as Bombay Geographical Association and other organizations of geography. His family members, as once again, I would like to tell that really it's a great thing that family members are supporting the BGA for having the legacy of a renowned geographers. In this respect, I would like to also say that in India, we are having the renowned professors, well-known professors, their legacies are going on, but there are some very, very renowned professors who are lesser known. They are not known to each and every corner of India. Among them is the C.B. Joshi ji. And once again, I'm thankful to the organizers for bringing his legacy. And since 1965, this memorial lecture and other activities are going on. Since Joshi was a geographer, administrator, and a renowned contributor to geography in establishing geography courses and its activities in India through its publication, course curriculum, as well as motivation to young geographers. For that purpose, I have today selected a topic that is geo-innovation challenges and 21st century skill. In 21st century, we are having a very renowned aspects of each and every citizen who should be well skilled. And since we are geographers and it is organized by the Bombay Geographical Association, so geography skill is very prominent not only in national development but in global development also. The geography is one of the skill development whose contribution is unparalleled in the world, from where the world can recognize its all sorts of the development. In fact, geo-innovation challenges, if you see, the earth has got various spheres, and particularly the anthroposphere part, if we see, we get that the people, the mass, the population needs roti, kapra, makan, or connectivity. In 21st century, it is the information era. It is the era of connectivity. That's why we say no discipline can survive without adopting new technology and strategy, as well as you have to adopt new technology which will give you connectivity from local to global. So the needs and wants, that is very important nowadays, and that we have mainly relating to the food, health and security. These aspects are very much needed, and our present Prime Minister of India, Sri Narendra Modi ji, as we had the G20, in which the one earth, one family, one future, and Vasudev Kutumbakam, that was the motto of our Bharatvarsh and the India. The group of G20 as from various countries, but the motto, the focus was trade, sustainable development, health, agriculture, energy, environment, climate change, and anti-corruption. The geo-innovation is also inviting the Vasudeva Kutumbakam, जहां एक और पूरी वसुधा यानी हमारी पृथ्वी को एक परिवार के रूप में बांध देता है, वहीं दूसरी ओर यह भावनात्मक रूप से मनुष्य को अपने विचारों और कार्यों के प्रभाव को विस्तृत करने की बात करता है। वसुधैव कुटुंबकम हमारे सनातन धर्म का मूल मंत्र है। हमारे धर्म में ही नहीं, या हमारे भारतवर्ष, हमारे भूगोल का सबसे बड़ा संस्कार का घोतक है। विश्व स्तर पर हम भारतीयों की विचारधारा का यह मूल मंत्र है। धरती ही परिवार है, अर्थ ही परिवार है, इसीलिए वसुधो एवं कुटुंबकम यह वाक्य भारतीय संसद के प्रवेश कक्ष में भी अंकित है। अयम निजः परो वेति गणना लघुचेत सम। इस तरह से अगर हम देखा जाए तो वासुदेव कुटुंबकम is a Vedantic dictum that appears in the Maha Upanishad. From Jawaharlal Nehru to our Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji, India's leader, have often evoked the phrase Vasudev Kutumbakam, and this has become the main motto of our Bharatvarsh. Geo-innovation. We talk about the innovation. अर्थशास्त्र, व्यापार, तकनीकी, इन समाज शास्त्र में बहुत महत्व का विषय है। नवाचार का अर्थ किसी उत्पाद, प्रक्रिया एवं सेवा में थोड़ा या बहुत बड़ा परिवर्तन लाने से है। सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट। सो इनोवेशन सिंपली पुट is about successfully implementing a new idea and creating value for your customers and stakeholders. Innovation starts with new idea. It could be a plan for an improved product or service. It could be an updated method for running opportunities. What does innovation means actually? Innovation can refer to something new such as an invention or the practice of developing and introducing new things. Why we need innovation? In 21st century, there are challenges from different spheres and that can be tackled, solved by the geographical science, and for that purpose we need geo-innovation. Then only we can go for a better sustainable future. So in this case, we need the skill. Skill यानी कौशल है, वह है जो व्यक्ति को किसी भी काम को बेहतर तरीके से करने में सक्षम बनाता है। हालांकि कौशल किसी भी व्यक्ति में जन्म के साथ से नहीं होता है, बल्कि इसे सीखना पड़ता है। कहने का मतलब यह है कि आज के समय पहले के मुकाबले डिमांड काफी बदल चुकी है और समय के अनुसार रोजगार प्राप्त करने के लिए जरूरी इसका कृषि बदला हुआ है। आज के समय में जो स्किल रोजगार प्राप्त करने के लिए और छात्रों के लिए जरूरी मानी जाती है, उन्हें स्किल को ही हम 21st सेंचुरी के स्किल यानी 21st सेंचुरी स्किल कहा जाता है। So 21st century skill refer to the knowledge, life skill, career skill, habit skill, trade skill that are critically important to students' success in today's world, particularly as a student move on to the college, to the university, to the workforce and adult life. So what will be the quality of life? That will be very important, and for that purpose geo-innovation challenges are coming, and that one has to tackle it in a with technology, science and technology. And that, if you see, there is a conflict between the human activities and environmental constraints. The world is finite. It will have to provide food and energy to meet the needs of double world population sometimes in the 21st century. If you see the India's diversity, India's vastness, richness, permit through its culture, economy, territorial limits, geography, history, and so on. So if we see the global population, the world population, where do we stand, and how much we can contribute, that will be only possible through the geo innovation aspects. So India's power, contemporary India's physical perspective and cultural dynamism is often getting perturbed by the spate of natural disasters from Uttarakhand to Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Gujarat to Arunachal. As such, more than ever, New India requires prudent use of geospatial system for hazard mapping, resource mapping, distribution, and utilization for the sustainability. All researchers, we all are geographers, we are engaged in research, and we as a researchers have been actively involved in research development programs in science, technology, manage, and in challenge. This lecture of CV Joshi ji will have the geographer's view for building India a stronger nation through geo-innovation challenges and 21st century skills. As well as it will be a step forward towards peace and self-reliance that will be for Atmanirbhar Bharat. In India, in global perspective, if you see the sustainable development, the SDG goals, they recognize the ending poverty and different geographical aspects they tackle in different forms. That's why 17 goals have been identified, how best quality of life can be given, and that innovation can come to reality in black and white for the development purpose. Starting from no poverty to partnership for the goal, peace, justice is strong, including the climate action, life on land, clean water and sanitation, decent work and economy. So all these, if you see the role of geography, role of science and technology, role of geographical science become very important for the sustainable development feature. And for that purpose, the geo-innovation challenges are taken into care to represent, to address the SDG, in fact, to find out, to establish national policies and action to achievement the goals, as well as system to monitor and review their progress in India is an active partner to this. So there are challenges that one has to tackle accordingly. A key role in achieving the SDG, particularly in targets that concern human well-being, such as health, clean water, sanitation, climate change, and clean energy, decent, green energy, decent work, and responsible production, among others, is played by science and technology innovation. The role of science and technology is building sustainability development to fight against the challenges posed by man-made climate change is truly imperative at this stage. We are now depending on science and technology to identify the answers to achieve a sustainable future and solving the environmental problems that we are facing. It is in this context it has been planned to prepare a document. We have to have work for a document that will have a way forward for the sustainable future, role of science and technology. That will cover how different fields of geographical science and technology will contribute to the development of the sustainable universe, and in what way we can help to achieve the SDG goal expeditiously. This document will give to geographers for formulation new strategy and technology developed by different stakeholders for the sustainable future. Sustainability, it is a very important part that focuses on the meeting needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their needs. The concept of sustainability is composed of three pillars: economic, environmental, and social. Accordingly, it influences them to consider more factors than simply the immediate profit or loss involved. So the prospect around sustainability, the push for sustainability is evident in areas such as energy generation, where the focus has been on finding new deposits to outpace the drawdown on existing reserves. Some electricity companies, for example, now publicly state goals for energy generations from sustainable sources such as wind, hydropower, and other sources in addition to the solar. So sustainable development, the role of all aspects of the geographical and how based the role can be assessed from the soil management, from the forest management, from the agriculture, from the land management part, and the human resource. So it is a known fact that, as I told you, no discipline can survive without adopting new strategy and technology. This applies to geo-innovation challenges and 21st century skills through sustainability, sustainable development, and management too. It is the geospatial system, particularly the remote sensing, GIS, GPS, have opened up a new vista for the scientists by providing multifaceted information at a short notice about the earth, which happens to be the home of man. So again, I would like to tell you that what is innovation when we are skills? Innovation is the ability to generate. What ability is with the common people? That we have to find out, and how faster they can work, and how skills can be find out workplace, and then how much investing in your own innovation skill can help you become a competitive applicant for top positions and promote your career success. So when we talk about the innovation skills are the knowledge and abilities you use to create and adopt to change. They allow you to use your existing knowledge to discover original ideas that benefit you and your team. Being innovative requires you to envision situations from multiple perspectives and think critically about the best approach to a problem. Having a strong innovation skill at work means you have the person characteristics, interpersonal intelligence, and technical expertise to drive progress in your job. In 21st century, if we see the total from analytical, integrative, entrepreneurial, collaborative, spatial, ethical, societal, persuasive, environmental, and then the global skills are very important. Here, some of the top innovative skills when we see how we can use them in workplace. We have to have imagination, problem solving, design, critical thinking, flexibility, persuasion, and entrepreneurship. Imagination, always we have to have the perception, conception, and visualization. So innovations are forward thinking individuals who can use their imagination to envision better ways to accomplish tasks. And there are problems of different kinds. So innovative people see problems and challenges as opportunities to develop better practices or create a new product. Part of being innovative is understanding how to identify common problems and finding the best way to address them. In the workplace, you can use problem solving skill to save money, improve efficiency, and troubleshoot issues for the stakeholders. So design, innovative requires to think creative concepts and determining realistic specification for implementing those plans. designing products and processes is the way you turn innovative ideas into a. Nowadays, Government of India is also, particularly the Ministry of Science and Technology, is giving emphasis on the geo-innovation and how based innovative ideas can be attracted, can be obtained from the young researchers, young geographers, young scientists of India, so that we can have a better planning strategy for that. And that will be possible through the critical thinking, the flexibility, the persuasion, and the entrepreneurship. So all these aspects are the part of the innovation that work in our mind, and we have to think how to improve innovation skill in a manpower or in common man. Use these steps as a guide. Like, first of all, we have to take risk. We have to look for new opportunities always. Innovative, then it will be. Challenge the norm, whatever systems are going on. If this is system work, the resource utilization, the resource development, the resource management, we have to challenge the norm. And what based we have to see whether any development is needed or not. What sorts of the feedback we have, be resilient in developing, and then only we can have the best use of the innovative ideas. Use these tips to your innovation skills to workplace and promote innovation in your field. Contribute during meetings. When we are sitting in a meeting, even in geography department, when we have the board of studies or academic council in the university or college development council, so everybody should use their ideas, innovative ideas, to contribute how geography based can be developed, how geography can be based attached with the industries, and how industry can come forward for the development of the discipline, ultimately for the society development purpose. So experiment, always you have to experiment with new ideas. When you have a new idea, find test it, get an outcome. Conducting experiments and trials can help you define your idea large scale implementation. So, what an innovative idea our researchers, our young geographers, our teachers, our professors are having, that should be converted into the reality. Change your work environment, adjusting your surroundings, and encourage your creativity, collaborate with colleagues. That's why in NAP 2020, we are giving emphasis on multidisciplinary approach, and somewhere it has become a transdisciplinary also. So how we can gather the information, how we can best use the innovative ideas and their skills. So that may be broadly grouped into the learning and innovation skills, critical thinking and problem solving, communications and collaborations, creativity and innovation, and digital literacy skill. Information literacy, media literacy, information and communication technology, city literacy, these are here the mainly development for the skills, abilities, learning dispositions at the different places, and that these skills differ from traditional academic skill in that they are not primarily content knowledge based. So knowledge based skill development should be given the priority, and that have been grouped into three main areas as learning and innovation skills. That will include the critical thinking, problem solving, creativity, and innovation. That will have the proper communication, proper collaboration. Similarly, the digital literacy skill, information literacy, media literacy, information and communication technology, ICT literacy, and career and life skills, flexibility and adaptability, initiative and self-direct, social and cross-cultural interaction, productivity and accountability. Many of these skills are also identified as key qualities of progressive education. In education, this is very important. Then only we can develop a particular subject, or in geography, a pedagogical movement that began in the late 19th century and continues in various forms to the present. So here the work and the life skill, learning and innovative skill, digital literacy, themes in 21st century, standardization and the assessment, curriculum and instruction, teacher learning, teaching and nowadays each and every colleges are being accredited by the NAC. The grading is done. Why? Because the assessment is very much important. Some innovative ideas, what innovation is going on, what best practices are going on in the colleges, how best we can develop these skills and their abilities, whether enthusiasm for the learning, deep understanding, application of learning, examination, inquiring, critical thinking, and reasoning. Now, only traditional knowledge or traditional system of teaching will not work here. You have to develop a better strategy, better formula. Then only the cultural, social, and environmental understanding will come forward, and that will be with the help of the technology development. So here, the participation gap, the unequal access to the opportunities, experiences, skill, knowledge will prepare youth for full participation in the world of tomorrow. We are developing. India is very rich in youth population, our human resource will lead tomorrow's world, and that will be through the transparency problems and ethics challenges. Nowadays, it is very important that breakdown of traditional forms of professional training and socializing, they might prepare young people for their increasing public role as media makers and community participants. So fundamental skills, when we see basic skills, they reads, write, performs arithmetics and mathematical operation, listen and speaks. Thinking skill, think creativity, makes decision, solves problem, visualization, how to learn and reason. Personal quality, this is responsibility, self-esteem, social ability, self-management and integrity and honor. So these are very important. We have to make such things to each and every geography students so that they can come forward with the fundamental skills and they will be more innovative in future that will solve the world problem in a better way. Workplace competencies, resource identified, organized plans, allocates resource, interpersonal, information, systems, technology, all these are very important at the workplace. Nowadays, all the geography departments are becoming technology oriented and they should be well innovative and technical skill for the. So here, 4 skills is the communication, collaboration, critical thinking, and creativity. That will only bring the innovative ideas through the innovation and invention. Apart from these, 7 C skills have also been identified: critical thinking and problem solving, creativity and innovation. Cross-cultural understanding is very important. Communication, information, and sometimes what is done in BGA that is not concerned with the NAGI, that is not concerned with the IIG. So there should be some proper communication and linkage, and that will help only the what sort of the development or skills are being developed in geography by geographers in India, and that will be the career and learning self-reliance. In this case, the different 21st century skills, when we see that will having communication skills, value teamwork, being organized, understanding the numbers, having global foresight, having a great work ethic, being flexible and not risk averse, being able to influence and problem solving. So this way we are thinking about the key skill of 21st century entrepreneur, as well as when we talk about the collaboration, the communication, the critical thinking, creativity, that helps in a recent, that is identified by the recent research in deeper learning, and that is very important, particularly for the 21st century skill. So critical thinking, creativity, communication, and collaboration, whether it is college or career readings or any university education. The University of Southern California's Project New Literacies website lists 4 different cities also. Entire world is working on the innovations, and particularly being a geographer, we are focusing on the geographical aspects that through the create, circulate, connect, and collaborating. So this way, the communication, what, how we can say, the sharing of thoughts, question, ideas, solutions, collaborative work together to reach a goal, putting talent, expertise, and smart to work. Critical thinking, looking at a problem in a new way and linking learning across subject and disciplines. That's why interdiscipline, multidisciplinary, transdisciplinary thinkings are coming up, and that gives the trying new approaches to get things done, equal innovation and invention. So in this way, affiliation is very important. Expression is very important. Collaborative problem solving is very important. And circulation is very much important. That gives the shaping the flow of the media. So when we talk about the skill, the play skill, simulation, appropriation, multitasking, distributed cognition, collective intelligence, judgment, transmedia navigation, networking, and negotiation. So in 21st century, this we call it as a digital age. Inventive thinking, effective communication, and high productivity. Why we talk about the effective communication? Because in 21st century, information is not important. How fast you can gather information, how accurate you can gather information, how quickly you can disseminate the information, so that high productivity, best quality of life can come to the world citizenry. So this way, intellectual and practical skills, personal and social responsibility, integrative learning, they found that skill most widely addressed in college and universities course, where we can have the writing, critical thinking, quantitative reasoning, oral communication, intercultural skills, information literacy, and ethical. University and colleges are the best platform where we can have all these skill development and innovative ideas, where we can produce foundation literacy and numeracy, scientific literacy, ICT literacy, financial literacy, cultural literacy, civic literacy, and competencies, critical thinking, problem solving, communication, collaborative, and creativity. This way, we can come to the character qualities that through the initiative, persistent, adaptability, curiosity, leadership, and social and cultural awareness. That is very important. Nowadays, throughout the world, globally, if you see, or nationwide, see, there is a need of the awareness, the social and cultural awareness, unrest. That's why different, the war is going on, like Russia and the Ukraine and others. How our India is playing role in this case, that will have a positive solution, and this cognitive competencies will come forward. Cognitive processes and strategies, the reasoning and argumentations, interpretations, these knowledge, information literacy, ICT, oral and written communication, and active listening, creativity, and innovation. So this way, interpersonal competencies and intrapersonal competencies and interpersonal competencies, both intellectual openness, work ethic, consciousness, positive core, self-evaluation, and teamwork and collaborate. When we are going for the interpersonal, then teamwork and collaboration is must. Leadership, responsibility, assertive communication, self presentation, social influence with others, that we have to lead our particular aspects for the nation development, and how this can be implemented. So implementation, multiple agencies and organizations have issued guides and recommendations for the implementation of 21st century in varieties of learning environment and learning. These include 5 separate educational areas like standards, assessment, professional development, curriculum and instructions, and learning environment, that you have to create, that we have to create in all colleges and universities or higher education in India and abroad also, where these are very important. Then only the information skill in 21st century will come. And here the role of geospatial system is very important. Nowadays we are using the term geospatial system. Before this we were using the term geospatial technology. Before that we were using the remote sensing, GIS and GPS. So how remote sensing, how GIS, how global positioning can help, and in integrated form that can come as a geospatial system. So role of science and technology for well-being geospatial system, and that has got mainly the geospatial technologies. That includes the GNSS and positioning, GIS, spatial analytics, Earth observation. Lot of experiment, lot of courses are being organized in Earth observation, because we have to be very careful about the plate tectonics, about the sources of energy which are making geomorphological changes over the surface, not only on the surface, below the surface, what sorts of the climate change. All these observations need very micro level analysis, scanning, and then only we can go for the best innovative ideas for the tackling the problem. Similarly, we need facilitators like standardization, open data, interconnected system. Similarly, the process, how we can move in geospatial system, the business intelligence, the digital engineering, workflow automation. Similarly, what are the delivery platforms nowadays we are having in 21st century? Enterprise, social media, apps and web portal. Now each and every college and universities and higher educations are having their own web portals. And see, nowadays each and every geographer, whether he is working for the geomorphology, climatology, agriculture, population, he has to think about apps. Now mobile apps, the different apps, how we can based micro level society problems can be tackled in this way. So that purpose delivery platforms is needed in geospatial system. And we have got the drivers also, like Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, cloud, wireless and broadband, and the big data to handle all these things. But all these things are for what? For citizens, for business, government, and here geospatial value in world economy and society. Whatever we are thinking, whatever innovation is going on for the society, for the citizenry, for the business, and to run the government properly. So this way, different geospatial aspects are needed in development of all these. Right. Apart from the recent developments of the technology, when we unmanned aerial vehicles are also used for different, the new ways, geospatial technology has whole new ways to implement digital cartography for a new range of problems pertaining to assessing traffic conditions, law and order problems, monitoring wildlife habitat, responding to emergencies, responding to natural disasters, monitoring agricultural fields, land degradation, desertification, which are becoming acute problem, assessing coastal regions for turbidity and discharge from river, tracking and the movement of during spanning season, securing national borders. So all these aspects, when we talk about the geospatial technology, has totally engulfed every aspect of our life. And this has brought down distances, improved communications, and speed critically increased accountability and alertness, and is helping individual to store massive quantity of data virtually. So in India, when we talk about the geographical science and technology, from the geographical science point of view, the GIS, an integrated system of data, ICT standards, application and policies are there. Application of GIS globally have found far-reaching implications both in governance and developmental needs of the civil society or citizenry. GIS is a new paradigm shift. There is a change in the research aspects, and which encompasses e-governance and governance and positions to enable G-governance. So this way, in India, if we see, there are important national organizations in geospatial system in India. The NSDI from the Ministry of Science and Technology, Natural Resource Data Management System, and all states are now having their own spatial data infrastructure, and that they are planning their geospatial data utilization. For that purpose, national geospatial policies are already being framed, and the states are also framing their own way to forming the using of the utilization of the geospatial data. So NIC, state level data infrastructure, national thematic domain, and there are organization agencies who are the main players in the field of the geo innovations, like universities, colleges, GSI, FSI, NATMO, NRC, Survey of India, etc. So on the whole, we see that maps serve as a function of measure, as means of inquiry and a method of examination. It is to be noted that all these exercises did not arise at the same time and gradually evolved for time or requirement developed. The trade routes already existed over land and through the sea routes, and that has given the surveying and mapping were important part for the administration of newly acquired known territories, and India was surveyed and mapped at village as well as country level. The first detailed map of India was by French geographer D'Anville, titled Memoirs, published in French in 1752, which was based on the travel routes and through charts, of course. The map of the Hindustan by James Rennell in 1788 was based on the survey methods and distances. The LBS, location position based survey, be measured where change and other observations. How technology has been helping in innovative ideas and getting the development in the field of the mapping. In summary, I would like to share with you that from todermal maps to geospatial apps, the things which were developed by the todermals to collect the revenues, and now we are developing various geospatial apps to tackle the disaster management, the alarm, alert, and the agriculture data development, agriculture data providing different sorts of the biodiversity aspects and other. Since the early days in cartography, and now the cartography has totally changed. It is no more confined with experts in the domain, rather it encourages involvement of common people. Geospatially oriented social media communications have emerged as a valuable information resource to support crisis management. So from paper maps to the cloud, cartography become personal, located by whom, mapping beyond the visible regions also we are doing in from visible band to the micro level band and the radio waves. Now things are considered mapping beyond the reflected solar energy. The mapping specific objects, very specific and general object image, hyperspectral images can be used to identify map specific plants and the minerals. So how we can address all the SDG goals through the geographical science and the technology. The cartography needs the big data handling that encompasses various type of the climate modelings, location analytics, retail commerce, intelligence. So all these aspects are related to the development which are bringing a revolution in the banking and other aspects of future. Government of India, particularly Department of Science and Technology, Ministry of Science and Technology, has the NSDI, National Spatial Data Infrastructure, national infrastructure for the availability of and access to organized spatial data, and they can have the metadata from different organizations through single window system, use of the infrastructure and community, local level, state level, regional level, and national level for sustainable development to have be acquainted with the globalization. So there are websites, there are portals developed by the government of India, and that we use it for this purpose. So government of India has also launched the National Geographical Information System, a development aspiration of India, particularly through the maps, digitalization, and sustainability. The digitalization is very much needed here because in 21st century, it is the information era, but the mindset of the people is still, we are having the 19th century, 20th century, and need is of the 21st century. In 21st century, what kind of data is needed to tackle all these storage information will be accordingly. So we had to think as the national GIS asset is developed by the government and document is already prepared where all layers of information can come together, and that detailed assessment in national GIS document will be had, which will give us the real-time data, event, feedback, complaint, progress, and different types of the census data, plan data, statistical, weather data, and other entitled various data. So all sorts of the problems, whatever now it is facing, that can be tackled in one way of the GIS. That's why the basic fundamental or the meaning of GIS has been changing. Earlier, we were using the GIS only for the map making or in cartography, but now it is used for the total solution, all sorts of. In fact, we are using it for the DSS, decision support system. So it is becoming the decision support system for all sort of the development and planning purposes, whether it is public information or it is health issues or it is land records or it is data. So in different ways, the GIS is helping as a national GIS scheme, and that mechanism for the long-term sustainability, central government and the state government, they are coming forward, they are having the platforms, and they are helping through the NGIS, National GIS, and they have already developed a new information regime supporting good governance, sustainable development, and citizen empowerment through an Indian National GIS organization. In short, it is called INGO, offering GIS decision support services for governance, private enterprise, and citizen, and maintaining a nationwide standardized, seamless, and most current GIS asset. In India, in Delhi, we are having the BIS, Bureau of Indian Standard, where the geographical data are nowadays being evaluated, assessed, and only standard data, whether it is a soil data or it is a landform data, that only can be uploaded on the portals for the public use, and any researcher can then use the standard data standardization of data at the national level and the global level also. So INGO role is becoming very important in coming days, where the national GIS infrastructure will be developed, where the national GIS standards, server GIS, cloud in networking, etc. The desk work will be developed by each and every college and universities, higher education portals. National GIS will become asset for mapping and surrounding layers of map images for national GIS as well, as well as national GIS apps mission. That is very more important. So government or private or industries, they all are developing their apps, and that will be the best application, innovative ideas for the future development. In this way, National GIS portal will help in uploading the data, and that is also an opportunity to the capacity building, where GIS policies and practices can be monitored and modified time to time as per the requirement. So maps are, as we all know, today's are essential and indispensable in almost all the spheres of our modern life, especially if you are an urban dweller. All your daily home requirements are delivered at your doorsteps. Your speed post, any document you need to access the easier traffic route, you can track all queries. Your very smartphones life has become so simple, fast and easy. So you have to be more critical thinker, more you have to have the creativity in mind, and then only you can see. If you allow me to quote Gilbert H. Grosvenor, who has been editor of National Geographic in 1903 to 1954. A map is the greatest of all epic poems. Its lines and colors show the realization of great dreams. It has been often stated, and it is a true appreciation of the cartography professionals, that a number of astronauts, and in fact every who saw the photography from space, were somehow amazed when reality turned out to be true to the maps. Peter Greenway, a Welsh film director, has very aptly said, "I have always been fascinated by maps and cartography. A map tells you where you have been, where you are, and where you are going. In a sense, it is three tenths in one." So in geography, cartography is one of important part of our discipline that needs a development properly, and maps, digitalization, sustainability will provide insight in transdisciplinary perspective of cloud dynamics, because now the world needs the cloud dynamics experts, where the transdisciplinary perspective, innovative ideas will be needed. Only monodiscipline or interdisciplinary will not work, and this will be useful for users and planners and policymakers of all sectors. So transdisciplinary, multidisciplinary, and interdisciplinary, where intersection between two disciplines can come forward and can give a data bases and data sources for the, so that data bank, data sets can be developed, and entire world can have the business on the basis of the digitalization, and that will foster the digital economy. Digitalization is the use of digital technology to change a business model and provide a new revenue and value producing opportunities. It is the process of moving to a digital business. Similarly, our PM Sri Narendra Modi ji officially launched digital data on 1st July 2003. Since then, how best we are performing, and throughout the world we have got a very good place in digital economy. Digital economy is increasing day by day, and that will have the new economy policies and wave economy. This way, digital economy in India is also producing forwarding through that one, and that will have a good effort, as we are claiming that we will be in economy at the world level, third position like that. So multidimensional sustainability is a social goal about the ability of people to coexist on Earth over a long time. Specific definition they have varied with literature, context, and time. Experts often describe sustainability as having three dimensions or pillars. These are environmental, economic, and social. And sustainability, as it is commonly use the pillars, domains, and aspects of spheres. So that way we can have the sustainability. When we see there is a need of building bridges between the disciplines in innovation system, bridges between the different stakeholders and influencing skill development and decision. It needs the new tools of the system engineering and information technology, wise use of natural resources through their conservation and preservation. So this way, bridges are needed, building bridges are needed, bridges between the different stakeholders, influencing the geo-innovation challenges and the 21st century. So how best bridges can be developed, how best we can define sustainable development, because the main purpose is provide to the physiologic needs, safety and security, acceptance by others, self-respect, and self-actualization. So physical quality line that needs the complete sustainability of the development. In this ways, we can have the particular technology-oriented the bridge development, and we can formulate the bridge between the socioeconomic sustainability and the technology, and that will have the best recent trends in innovation and 21st century. If we see the trend, we from monodisciplinary we are moving to the multidisciplinary, and as from the trends also from the for the society and the periphery is increasing things. So this way geographical sciences, the geography development is now moving towards the geospatial system, global, national, regional, and local levels, which is going to be benefited interdisciplinary in India, and we can work for the digital highway in this. So how to cover the last line to the agriculture farms, to the industry part, it is the geospatial system, remote sensing GIS technology, and the information technology that will have the digital super highways in this. Then only we can have the best ways, so that we our innovation ideas in 21st century formatting all these steps will have the hope for the best as still we are trying to have. So the gap between apps to sustainability shall be successfully bridged and motivated training from the different personnel about farmers and citizens. It is the way will carry forward the dream of the digital India and new India from local to global level, as well as vocal for local, leading of the end results and products from apps to sustainability. So this way, particularly in India, gender part particularly for the women development, when we see, we have to give more emphasis on the access to education to each and every, particularly the girls in India, because if education is given to the female, that they will work more and they will be more good manager in the different resource and financial aspects. The healthcare will be needed properly, economic opportunity will increases accordingly, safety and security is also needed economically, because entire India and globe also facing lots of problems from that. So participation in decision making accordingly will be very important, and then strengthening community and social network is required. So this way leadership and management scheme will be launched, whether leadership training is needed, mentorship program, advocacy and negotiation skills are developed accordingly, then we can have the better policy and social supports that will have the gender awareness, equality, that will be the one of the goal of the SDG also for the awareness and cultural change. In India, as we are having the NATMO, one of the National Atlas and Thematic Mapping Organization, where the cartography, how it has changed from traditional system, conventional system, manual system, to nowadays we have totally changed and it has come to the digital cartography system. So geographical research and the geospatial perspective has changed. So perception, conception, and visualization, we have to have a critical thinking, creativity, and the innovative idea. Then from the past, as Professor S.P. Chatterjee dreams, turns into the reality with the successful compilation of National Atlas of India in the 1957. Just you can imagine that what effort was made by Professor Chatterjee, was also honored with Padma Bhushan for his great vision and outstanding. So similarly, when we talk about the principal C.V. Joshi, his ideas, his dreams, also relating to the geographical development in Bombay and surrounding areas in Maharashtra, that has taken into dream that that contribution should come forward and it should be in black and white. So people of Maharashtra, not only people of Maharashtra, other parts of the Maharashtra, everyone should know and it should go. His achievements, his effort should go up to the global level. So NATMO is doing in cartography different parts, and as in world-class atlas, we are working for that. Atlas, as in introducing me, I mean, this work was also quoted, the India-ASEAN Archaeological Atlas from satellite data, connectivity of regional culture, finite roots, and infinite values between India and Thailand. This was a bilateral project for the India, Thailand, Laos, Cambodia, Myanmar, Indonesia, China. And from the India side, I was the coordinator for that. And from the ASEAN countries side, Mrs. Ramping Senping was the coordinator. And we ultimately produced this archaeological. This archaeological atlas was, the MOU was signed by the then Prime Minister Sri Manmohan Singh ji, but it was inaugurated by our present Prime Minister of India, Sri Narendra Modi ji. So this way, our geo innovation, the cartography, the geospatial technology in building a stronger nation is going on, and we are trying to have the proper bridges between the innovative ideas and converting into the reality for the national development. We must earn the recognition as a data provider. Being a geographer, our main task is also to provide data at a very accurate and precise level for the national agencies like NGIS and SDI, different researchers in geography department and allied departments using geospatial system. Let us keep this as our goal and work for the brighter future, a step towards the self-reliance. So I finish by reminding you all the geographical science has a cognate role together with the geospatial technology in building a stronger nation, and the immediate unit to develop a sustainable document, and that will help through the geo-innovation challenges and 21st century skill. This document will certainly give geographers for formulation, new strategy, new innovative ideas, new technology development by different stakeholders for the sustainable futures. So we must earn the recognition as a data provider for national agencies. This is like NGIS and using special. Let us keep this as a brighter futures. For that purpose, a future mission, a slogan is launched here, maps to apps. More focus will be given on the application areas of maps, and a map can have lots of so many varieties of the apps, and particularly web services and Android applications, oriented GMS and LBS application, location based, and that will have our President, past President Dr. A.P. Kalam. I would like to quote here, we need to explore how geospatial technology can help the bottom of the pyramid, creating a sustainable development model for the 3 billion rural people, involves linking data, information, exchange, and proper dissemination. So this way, geo-innovation challenges and 21st century skill for sustainability on the path of peace and self-reliance, ability way forward for sustainable future that is needed. Here I would like to also quote a quotation of our Gurudev Rabindranath Tagore. He said, "You can't cross the sea merely by standing and staring at the water. Hence, we need to act and act together. That is the needed." So, we are working about our earth. We are working about the geo, the भूमि. So, अगर हम पृथ्वी के बारे में सोचते हैं तो वेदों में भी अथर्ववेद में कहा गया है कि माता भूमि पुत्रो हम पृथ्व्या. लैंड इज द मदर, द प्रोगनी ऑफ द अर्थ एज आई एम. अर्थात भूमि मेरी माता है और मैं उसका पुत्र हूं. अर्थात माता पृथ्वी, मातृभूमि को नमस्कार, मातृभूमि को नमस्कार. धन्यवाद. जय हिंद. Thank you very much. Jai.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. What a lovely session we had.
Yes. Really, it's an eye opener to all young geographers. Yeah.
A good brain food after so long.
I request Savasmita ma'am, please take over the next part.
Okay. Thank you so much, Professor V.C. Jha, sir. You have really given a very holistic picture of the entire 21st century skills that geospatial technology is providing and various organizations that we have in our country for the geographers to take this legacy ahead and provide most apt information for developing various policies for planning and reaching to the unreached so as to provide a sustainable development for one and all. The real concept of economic, environment, and sustainability. Thank you so much, sir. We are really blessed to have such a great, I'll say, inputs on the subject today. Turning no stone unaltered, each and every aspect has been covered. Thank you so much, sir. Great knowledge to each and everyone who had joined today. And I think Professor Bombay sir has also recorded it, so those who were not able to join would also be benefited by listening to it. And we would also like to get.
Madam, I am very, very thankful to Bombay Geographical Association for giving me this opportunity. And I could share my views, what I think about the geography, the future of geography, the shape of geography. That should be taken care by all our young geographers and young professors. They can only develop their innovative minds for the future. Thank
Sir,
you very much.
it's your big heart and your humbleness, and you're so down to earth. It is an opportunity for the BGA actually to have you with us on this platform and get this great gain, digest everything, this great knowledge today on this platform. Thanks a lot, sir. Thank you very much. It's a real tribute to Principal C.B. Joshi, who has really done for the subject geography to grow, and that is how you have provided us today to help to see how we will be able to grow the subject and reach to each and everyone. Thank you so much, sir.
मैं प्रोफेसर डीपी सिंह जी से
Yes.
रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा कि ऐसे जोग्राफर्स जो हमारे इंडिया में हैं और जिन लोगों को उतनी ज्यादा रिकॉग्निशन नहीं मिल पाई है, उनको खोज के निकालना ज्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट काम है. और उनके बारे में उनका क्या कंट्रीब्यूशन है नेशनल बिल्डिंग में, ज्योग्राफिकल डेवलपमेंट में, वो हमारा ये जो फाउंडर्स एंड मेकर हैं के जो ऑर्गेनाइजर हैं, ये वैसे बहुत अच्छा काम कर रहे हैं, लेकिन इस एस्पेक्ट को भी वो थोड़ा सा ध्यान देंगे, क्योंकि बहुत अच्छे अच्छे ऐसे ज्योग्राफर हैं जो बहुत अच्छा काम करके चले गए हैं, लेकिन उतना प्रोमिनेंसी नहीं मिल पाई है। तो दिस इज
बिल्कुल
माय
सही है
हम्बल
सर।
रिक्वेस्ट टू डीपी सिंह जी।
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल हमारा प्रयास रहेगा सर। और आप भी हमें थोड़े हेल्प कीजिए इसके बारे में, अगर हमें कोई जानकारी नहीं होगी तो आप, बिकॉज यू आर ट्रैवलिंग अक्रॉस द कंट्री एंड यू हैव बीन एसोसिएटेड विद ऑल द organizations of geography as well as in the government administrative this departments, and therefore maybe you may be having some of the names which you know that they also done great. So just let us know how to coordinate and we will put these efforts in that direction. Thank you so much, sir. We are having many dignitaries today here on this platform. Kalpana Markande madam, would you like to say something? Kalpana madam, are you there? Okay. Principal Suryavanshi sir.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, madam. Yes, please.
Yeah, nothing, no.
Namaste. Namaste.
Namaste. Nothing to, it's like showing the candle to the sun. If I talk about Professor Jha, he has a very well structured and very informative lecture, I would say, that we have heard today, and enriched all of us, have enriched ourselves. So that's all I would like to say. My throat is very dry.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, Kalpana madam, for joining and blessing us. Thanks a lot. We have Principal Dr. Suryavanshi sir from Dhude. Sir, would you like to say something?
No, madam.
Okay, okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you for joining.
कैसे हैं सूर्यवंशी जी, ठीक हैं?
ठीक है, ठीक है, ठीक है, सर.
Recently I met him one college
Yeah,
में,
yeah,
but
sir, yes.
Anybody else who would like to say or interact with Zah sir? You may please raise your hand.
Hello, madam.
Pedmika sir,
Yeah,
please.
sir, it was a really excellent lecture, and you have given nice ideas, business ideas also, and ideas for developing new courses in geography. And I think in this changing world, the geography has become like a king of all other subjects, where because as we know that geography has amalgamation of all subjects, but you have shown the proper way how geography can be utilized for the nation building, so that and it will also provide better job opportunities for our students. So thank you very much for your nice lecture.
thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, Principal Pednekar sir. Sir is also Vice President of Bombay Geographical Association. Premlata madam. Yes.
थैंक यू, नमस्कार सर. सर बहुत अच्छा लगा, और इतने दिनों बाद इतना सब कुछ सुन के बहुत ही ज्यादा अच्छा लगा. बोली ना ब्रेन फूड, और आपने कहा डोंट सी स्टेयर द सी, you have to explore, you have to swim in it. So we'll be doing that. That's so nice. Thank you.
हाँ, अभी हम
Thank you, Premlata.
इनको करेंगे.
Yes, Professor Devendra Prasad Singh sir, would you like to say something?
Thank you, madam, very much. Professor Jha is a great contemporary geographer of India, and we are proud of him. And we are also very much thankful to Professor Jha because he is helping us in our mission.
in collecting documents and organizing lectures on founders and makers of Order Geography India. He's a great asset uh, to the National Geographic Fraternity, and God may bless him with a long and healthy life. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Professor Devendra Prasad Singh, sir. Over to you, Bombay, sir, now, please.
Okay, now then we will move to the end of the session by formal vote of thanks. I request Professor Principal Mosmi Datta ma'am, please.
Thank you, sir, and my namaskar to everyone. It gives me immense pleasure in proposing the vote of thanks for the day. Principal C.B. Joshi Memorial Lecture is a regular lecture series that is conducted by the Bombay Geographical Association. This year, it was successfully hosted by the Department of Geography, Sati College Autonomous. I take this opportunity to thank Dr. M.R. Rajwade sir, Principal, Sati College, for extending his support in all possible ways in making the event a success. I'm thankful to the speaker, Professor Dr. Vivas Chandra Jha, for having shared valuable insights on the topic Geo-Innovation Challenges and 21st Century Skills with us today. Sir, your lecture has contributed to the existing knowledge of the audience, and I'm sure all of us are hugely benefited from it. I take this opportunity to thank all the members of Bombay Geographical Association, Srimati Bharti Unni Madam, President, Professor Dr. Savismita Chavan, Convener and former President, and other members who have supported the event. At the same time, I also wish to express my thanks to the entire team of Sati College, especially to Bombay sir and Kasturi, who have worked towards making the day a grand success. I wish you all the best, and once again, thank you to everyone. Thank you very much.
Namaskar.
Thank you, sir. Namaskar, sir.
We'll be ending the program with the national anthem. So I kindly request everybody to rise for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
भारत माता की जय.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, sir.